Hey kids, Photon here. What's happening? Ooh, let me wash your face. Yeah, there you go. Now your mama will recognize you. Anyways, I'm here to show you how I do things. I don't really give a fuck what the internet tells you because the internet is often wrong and filled by a bunch of sheep that do whatever everybody else tells them they're supposed to do. I don't subscribe to that. I have to change the strings on my MIDI controller because I have beaten on them long and hard for a long fucking time, and I've broken at least 3 of them. So it's time to go and change them. So I'm going to show you how to actually put strings on a guitar with shitty stock tuners, with a shitty stock Stratocaster style bridge, and how to go and do it so the fucking guitar will stay in tune. The first thing I do, generally, is I solder the ball ends of the strings, which makes a huge difference. Makes them last a lot longer. Alright? So basically, what we gotta do here is I unwind this stupid bitch here, is I'm gonna take this thing here, and we're gonna stuff it through the hole. Ooh, no hair or anything. I found it. That's amazing. Alright. We're gonna pull it through, okay? See, strings through hole. Trying not to hang up this fucking phone. Okay, strings through hole, alright? If you look here, you probably can't tell, but maybe you can. The tuner is set up so that the hole is going along the length the string would go. Okay? Now, what we're gonna do is, we'll see if this will work. We're gonna take this string, stick it through this fucking hole. Now I can't find the damn hole, of course. Okay. Pull it through, okay? See this? Looky. Alright? Right like that. Pull it reasonably taut. Okay? I'm gonna put this thing back up here and hope that it'll hold it up so you can see, alright? I'm gonna put my finger right there just to hold the string in place. Toward the center of the headstock always. Gonna go under the string once. Pull it through so it's tight. Bend it straight up. Okay? Now what's gonna happen, I like to actually bend it over just a little bit so it stays in place a little easier. Watch what happens. I'm gonna start to string it. I'm gonna start to wind it. Okay? The string, as you can see here, by using this luthier knot technique that has worked so fucking well for billions of us for like centuries, maybe longer, as long as strings have been being used on musical instruments. That string is now locked to the post by the string itself, right here. Okay? That's a decent amount of pressure that's going to hold it in place too, alright? We're probably at pitch. Or close. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to yank on this bitch. Stretch it. Okay? Boom. Suddenly it drops immensely. Gonna do it again. Stretch the hell out of it. The idea is to take up all the slack that's in the string. I am yanking on this bitch. It only dropped about a whole step that time. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to yank on it again. Yeah, I know, this is boring. But now I only got a half step. I'm going to actually bring it a little sharp. Stretch the living hell out of it some more. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to stretch it again because it stayed at pitch. Look at that, stayed at pitch. Dropped a little bit, which is expected with brand new strings. Stretch it again. I mean, I'm stretching the bejesus out of it. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to go and change all the strings for the setup to actually work with the whammy bar and shit, but if you look, as we go around there's not even a full wind, a string on that. This guitar will be taken out. This is the primary guitar I use live for almost everything because I can go and control my synthesizers with it as well as, you know, it being basically a super strat. Okay? I can take this thing out without locking tuners, without locking nuts, without Floyd. Do all the Hendrix bullshit I want. Do all the Jeff Beck bullshit I want. Whatever I need to do. And this guitar will stay in tune. I'm not going to bother going through the entire thing of changing all 6 strings because I think it's kind of pointless. The point is this. The less wraps around the tuner, the less slippage you are going to get once the string is actually stretched properly. And as you can see, you can actually see the nickel on the A string because it's been so worn compared to the new E string. But the less winds you got on that tuner, the better your guitar is going to stay in tune. All those people that tell you, oh, you have to have at least so many tunes that turns around the thing, they're full of shit. It does not help. You don't need locking tuners. You don't need a locking nut. What you need to do is do what I showed you how to do in this thing here. And as you can see on this guitar, even that A string, which is so worn that it's actually like nickel color instead of silver anymore. As you can see, same thing. Barely one turn around the thing. You know, that one's got, the D string's got about a turn. The G string's got about a turn. The B string has a whole bunch of them, mainly because I was drinking a shitload of tequila and couldn't fucking see the goddamn hole at a gig last week. But I'm telling you, you hear all these other guys tell you all this bullshit about how to do it and what's right, and these luthiers that are still kids telling you, oh, don't do this. I hate it when you do this shit. When it's like, dude, musicians have been using these luthier knots for literally centuries. There's a reason for this. They work. You should go and learn to do this too. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. If your guitar doesn't stay in tune better, then absolutely sound off and give me some shit about it. One love, people. Be good to each other. Make love, not war. Play your fucking guitar. Smoke your pot. Shoot your guns. Kiss your best friend if that's what makes you happy. I don't give a shit. But always remember, ain't none of us equal and free until everybody's equal and free. Jimi Photon out. Peace.